Hi, everyone. If you guys don't know me, my name is Anna, and today I'm going to be your English teacher. We're going to talk about phrasal verbs, very important, very useful, and very interesting topic at the same time. I wanted to talk about phrasal verbs with get. So today we're going to cover, of course, I don't know, maybe 2%. 5% of all phrasal verbs with get, but it's better than nothing, right? So first of all, I would like to read you a dialogue with normal, regular words and expressions. So no phrasal verbs with get in here. Nothing, just normal, regular expressions. Hello, Simon. It's Alice. I'm just calling to see how are you coping at your new job. Fine, thanks. My coworkers are great. I have a good relationship with everybody. That's good to hear. Where are you at the moment? I'm just on my way to the airport. I decided to escape from the city for a few days, so I booked a flight to Prague. Sounds great. I've heard it's really cheap over there. They say you only need $10 a day to survive there. Well, I'm sure it's a little more than that. By the way, did you find any time to call Daniel? Yes, I tried to call today, but I couldn't make contact. His phone was switched off. Oh, well, try to text him later. So as you can see, we have normal, regular expressions and phrases in here, like coping, so dealing, going through, yeah, have a good relationship, escape from the city, only need, to survive, find any time, and make contact. What if I tell you that all these phrases can be substituted with phrasal verbs with get? So every single phrase in here can be substituted with a phrasal verb. Now, if you say something like this, like coping, have a good relationship, escape from the city, everyone will understand you. So you shouldn't worry about that at all. If you say that, if it comes to your mind first, good for you. Perfect. It's not going to be a big deal. But if you want to sound a bit more native in English, in that case, I would suggest you to learn phrasal verbs. Because whenever you use phrasal verbs, you sound more natural. So again, take a look at these phrases, memorize them, and see how we can change them with the phrasal verb. Now, I'm gonna read this dialogue again, but already with phrasal verbs. Hello, Simon. It's Alice. I'm just calling to see how you're getting on at your new job. Fine, thanks. My coworkers are great. I get along with everybody. That's good to hear. Where are you at the moment? I'm just on my way to the airport. I decided to get away for a few days, so I booked a flight to Prague. Sounds great. I heard it's really cheap over there. They say you can get by on $10 a day there. Well, I'm sure it's a little more than that. By the way, did you get around to calling Daniel? Yeah, I tried to call him today, but I couldn't get through. His phone was switched off. Oh well, try to text him later. You see, every single normal phrase in here was substituted with the phrasal verbs with get. Get on, get along, get away, get by on, get around to plus gerund, and get through. So how are you getting on at your new job? How are you coping? How are you dealing with your new job? How is it for you, right? To cope or to deal with. Now, get along. My coworkers are great. I get along with everybody. It means to have a good relationship. Get away for a few days. To escape the city, to escape from, unwind, leave. We also use it as a noun sometimes. So we put get away together and we create a noun. We say, oh, that was a very nice getaway, which means, let's say you went, it's not about holidays, it's usually about only one day somewhere out of your normal regular place. So let's say you spent time in a city, your getaway might be somewhere in the forest. You spent your time always in the city, your getaway might be somewhere at the beach. Okay, getaway. So something what helps you to unwind, to relax. Get by on. They say you can get by on $10 a day. Get by on. To survive, to manage. They say you can survive or you can get by on $10 a day there. Moving on, Did you get around to calling Daniel? What is get around to? Also, you see, we have gerund in here. So pay attention to these teeny tiny details because usually when you speak, and even if you are an advanced student, you have a very good English level, you forget about those things. You forget about an article, you maybe misuse a preposition. It's always like that, always for everyone. So pay attention, okay? Get around to gerund. Did you succeed? Did you manage to reach Daniel? I couldn't get through. I didn't manage to talk to him. Yeah, at the end of the day, I couldn't get through. Okay, you see, we already learned get on, get along, get away, get by on, get around to, and get through. 6 phrasal verbs. Okay, moving on. More phrasal verbs. What do these phrasal verbs mean? Let's start with the first one. Mark gets his message across very easily. He's a very good communicator. So, Mark gets his message across very easily. Get across is to convey a message, to spread a message. Yeah, to spread, to convey a message. Number 2, if you want to get ahead in your career, you should work hard to move up, to be among the first, to succeed, to become better, to achieve great results. Number 3, Jason and his friends always get away with cheating on their exams. To get away with is to escape without being punished. Number 4, after a long break, Karen got back into swimming. To get back into. After a long break, Karen returned back, started swimming again. I'll check with my coworker and get back to you. This one is easy. I think we all know. So I'll contact you later. Number 6, I found the winter very depressing. It really got me down. It's more like it makes me sad and depressed. It puts me into depression. So get me down is like letting me down in a way. Like I don't feel myself. I feel out of energy, like low battery. Okay. Michael was on trial for murder, but his lawyer was so good that he managed to get off. Managed to avoid punishment. All right. Julian tried to get out of an important work meeting in order to spend time with his girlfriend. He wanted to like get out of is just when you want to get out of something, it means that you don't feel very, very good there and you just want to like leave in the fastest way possible. So that is to get out of. So it's not just leaving, but it's like running out of there. It's bigger than leave because if you say, I want to leave, yeah, I want to leave, fine. But if you say, I really, really want to leave, I want to get out of here, I want to just go. So that has a bit different meaning. I picked up a cold last week. It took me 3 days to get over it. I think it's easy as well because cold is a flu. To get over it, it's to recover, to get back on track. Again, another one, to get back on track, yeah? So it took me 3 days to get over it, to recover. And number 10, she hates washing the dishes, but she had to get it over with before going to bed. She had to do it. She had to finish, right? But she had to get it over with. She had to do it. She had to be done with it. You see, get over is different to get over with. Get over is to recover, get over something. Get over with, it means already to do it. You always have to be careful with details. So if you think that that teeny tiny preposition won't make any difference, you are wrong. That's a very common mistake because that preposition can totally change the meaning of your sentence. All right? So always think about every single teeny tiny thing. You can get confused between articles and that whatever. It's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be a deal, but it's not going to be a big deal, not the end of the world. Prepositions, they might put you in trouble. All right, guys, last part of our lesson finally. More phrasal verbs. I'm not done talking yet. So, Susan, what are you getting up to at the weekend? I'm going out with Tom and Catherine, even though I don't get on with them that well. How about you? Not much. I pass. I'm still getting over the flu. Do you think I can get away with taking Monday off? You can ask the director, but probably not. He's the worst director I've ever worked with. He's really getting at us, isn't he? Yeah, I wish we could get rid of him. Yes, you're right. I'm glad we got out of doing the last thing today because of the bad weather. We got off lightly for once. Yes, I've tried to get through to him that we are working too hard, but he doesn't listen. I know, but we shouldn't get too wound up about it. After all, we're earning 17 million each for this firm. So let's start with get up to. What are you getting up to at the weekend? What are you getting up to? Get up to. Yeah, like what's your plan? What are you about to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, what are you getting up to? Get on with, we already know. Get over the flu, we already know. Get away with, we already know. Get at. He is really getting at us, isn't he? So you can ask the director, but probably not. He's the worst director I've ever worked with. He's really getting at us. He's like in a way bossy. He always finds something to say. He always finds something to yeah, he's like he likes irritating people and he annoys everyone all the time. So he's getting at doing like bad things. You can say, "Hey, why are you getting at me? Like, why are you like attacking in a way? Yeah, like why are you attacking me? Like I haven't done it. So why are you getting at me?" Get rid of. We know this phrasal verb. Yeah, it means to get rid of. It's to throw something away because you don't like it. You can't literally throw him away. You can do it figuratively though, right? So to get rid of him, to just find a way not to have him. Right. I'm glad we got out of doing that. We already studied. We got off lightly. We already know that. I've tried to get through to him. Like, I've tried to get through to him that we are working too hard, but he doesn't listen. So, what does it mean? I've tried to get through to him, to convey some information, to explain to him, to let him understand. I've tried to get through to him. So I tried to convince, but of course, he doesn't listen. And the last one, it was Sanjay's question. I know, but we shouldn't get too wound up about it. So what is to get wound up? It's like we shouldn't get too tense about it. We shouldn't be in that, tense mindset. So we just have to let it go. We just have to take it easier. So it's the opposite of take it easy. So we get too wound up. It's the opposite of we're just relaxed and we're chill, okay? To be worried about something, we just have to let it go. We just have to relax. We shouldn't think about it. We shouldn't think about that too much. Just to repeat, now we know phrasal verbs as get on, get along, get away, get by on, get around to, get through, get across, get ahead, get away with, get back into, get back to, get down, get off, get out of, get over with, get up to, get on with, get over, get away with, get at, get rid of, get out of, get through to, get wound up. Phrasal verbs with get, they are extremely popular. So it's really important to know them. Really, really important. That's pretty much it from my side. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.